let's just start. Hi guys! Oh. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just trying to show these off a bit. If you're new, my name is Mariam, aka Cypriots Descent. Today we are going to talk about... Oh, I need to stop that. It's gonna get annoying. I'm joking. Cherry fragrances. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. Okay, let's start. So I don't have the latest and greatest of cherry fragrances, but I have acquired a little bit of a collection of them. And plus, I think I just wanted an excuse to wear my cardigan. Alright, stop. So before cherry goes out of fashion, let me just put in my 2 cents and just share what I have. I do still have some on my wish list. There is one cherry fragrance in here that has kind of made me stop because I think I found like the one I wanted. But let's go, let's just dig in. So let's start with a cherry fragrance that kind of started it all. There's fluff everywhere. And this is the fragrance that, let's be honest, most people use as a reference when it comes to cherry fragrances. Miss Lost Cherry over here. This is undoubtedly a really nice cherry fragrance. Whenever I'm talking about this, I always reference it to a cherry bakewell. I think this is one of the fragrances that came out that made everyone go yum. It's not completely sickly sweet because the almond is a bitter almond, then you've got your black cherry, you've got your sour cherry, you've got a cherry liquor, so it's kind of trying to lean a little bit more boozy. I think it's good that it's got like a slight spicy touch with the cinnamon and the cloves, just to give it a little bit of a Yes, this reminds me of a cherry bakewell, but it's not doughy, it's not bready, it's not cakey at all. It just has the essence of a cherry bakewell. It has like a marzipan vibe, but the marzipan's like almond infused. It's just so yummy. I could eat a whole pack in one go with a cup of tea. Tell me you're British without telling me you're British. That's the most British thing I ever said. I'm gonna agree, this doesn't have the best longevity. I mean, if you can afford her and you like the scent profile, she's cute. Guys, I have the entire collection here. Let's talk about my favorite of the three is Cherry Smoke. Oh, this is everything I wanted Lost Cherry to be. Lost Cherry for me falls a little bit flat. It's just, okay, it's sweet, it's a cherry bakewell, and then it kind of stops there, and then it disappears. Cherry Smoke to me is Lost Cherry's older, darker, more smoky sister. It has that sour cherry, but it also opens up with some saffron. It has a leathery touch to it, but the leather just adds to that dark, rugged element of it. It doesn't have that marzipan thing that Lost Cherry has. It's like replaced with the leather and the smokiness. It's just darker and just more. I remember when I smelt this with my mum for the first time, we both sprayed it on our hand and we looked at each other at the same time thinking the same thing. We were like, definitely a little bit woody, could lean quite unisex. Definitely my favorite of the three. I love Cherry Smoke. It does smell similar to Lost Cherry, but like I said, it's like her older, more edgy, cool big sister. Do you know what I mean? Does she smoke? Okay, so lastly, let's talk about my least favorite of the three, Electric Cherry. Electric Cherry is very subtle if you don't like sweetness. If Lost Cherry is too sweet, Electric Cherry is the one for people that don't really like sweet fragrances. Very musky, very young, it's very clean, almost like you've washed your clothes and your laundry with a cherry scented laundry detergent. You hanging all your linen out and you just smell like the wafts of it in the air in the springtime. The easiest to wear of the three. It's not particularly a scent profile I gravitate towards. That being said, let's talk about Wild Cherry from Mancera. Not many people talk about this one. I was trying to hunt this down for the longest time for a really good price and I managed to find it for a bargain. When I got it, Wild Cherry to me wasn't at all what I was expecting. First of all, look at the bottle. I love this bottle. Some people think the Mancera bottles look a bit tacky. I love this. I kind of think the name is a little bit misleading with this one because there's nothing wild about this cherry at all. Definitely powdery, clean. Yes, it has a sweetness, but it's more so a musky, clean, powdery kind of cherry. It does have heliotrope, which kind of adds to that powderiness. As usual with like almost all the Manceras, they have their signature musk that they always put on the bottom, and it's lovely. I don't regret getting it. When I first got it, I was like, oh, this didn't hit the spot for me, but I came to understand and appreciate it, and I do like it. Also, don't be put off the fact that it's a powdery, musky fragrance and you don't think it will last. This thing is an absolute beast. This thing projects like a monster. This won't come out your clothes till you wash them. Do you even need to wash your clothes because they smell like they're washed? Do you know? And it does get some compliments because it's not a fragrance scent profile that I smell an awful lot, and I do feel like it's quite unique in that way. I love the atomizers, by the way. Look. Oh, look at that. This is even nicer when you spray it. Wow. I recently smelled Tonka Cola by Mancera, and I feel like they use the same cherry because it reminds me of it ever so slightly, but only because of that cherry. Tonka Cola, by the way. amazing. I just don't have it. Not to say I won't, but yeah, that's Mancera Wild Cherry. I got a humongous bottle. Now I want to talk about the fragrance that stopped me looking for cherry fragrances. I was like, yep, I found it, my dream cherry fragrance. I still smell Mancera. Why did I spray that? I told you that thing's a beast. My hunt for the cherry fragrance is over. I finally found her, or him, or them. Anyway, this is very unisex. Raw Cherry by Terrance Hues. This is incredible. First of all, I love the updated bottles. It has Swarovski crystals on the top, this gorgeous plaque on the front. I don't even know if I want to spray this because I'm not going to be able to smell anything else. This is another beast of a fragrance. I don't think this thing even came off my skin after I had a shower. It is an extract concentration as well. I'm kind of not surprised. So this does have that sour cherry, that cherry liquor that Lost Cherry has. This doesn't smell like any cherry fragrance I have ever smelled. Love this fragrance with my whole soul. Oh my goodness. I am gonna say I do think that this could be quite polarizing. This isn't gonna be everyone's cup of tea. It's an acquired taste, let's put it like that. It has like oud and amaretto in the base. This is like a dark, very gothic, very powerful, confident woman. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for. This is like a black leather jacket, and she's just a bad girl. Do you know what I mean? Literally, look at my cute cherries. I'm such a bad girl. I literally have a million personalities, it's mad. This is like the ultimate bad girl cherry fragrance that I have been on the hunt for. I think this is why I don't have the latest in my collection when it comes to cherry fragrances, because I kind of stopped here. I was like, I found her. This has tonka bean and specifically dark chocolate in the mid. It's definitely one of his good gourmands. Not overly sweet at all. Also, to me, smells a lot like, you know, the hard-boiled candies, like the sour hard-boiled candies. That's what it smells like. And this would probably come across extremely tart for some people. This wasn't created in a rush. Like, it smells like whoever made it took their time with it and mastered it and blended it to perfection. I'm in love. This is my favorite cherry fragrance. Okay, so now let's talk about Venom of Love. I don't not like this fragrance. I just posted a ruthless declutter video. Obviously, I haven't decluttered this because I like it. It does remind me of Lost Cherry quite a bit. But you know what? Smelling it now, maybe I need to just give it more chances. I've smelled Lost Cherry enough times to know when something reminds me of it. This reminds me of it big time. This was my bad for blind buying, but actually not my bad, because I do think I like this a little bit more than Lost Cherry, only because it's got a little bit more depth. It's got like a touch of something chocolatey in there. So it's got some similarities to Lost Cherry. It's got that sour cherry. It's got like a liquor note. It's got that same bitter almond. This does have a chocolate, don't get me wrong, and I do get it, but it's just very, very in the background. Oh yeah, okay, you know what? Compared to Lost Cherry, this is oh, I need to sneeze. Definitely darker, boozier. I just wish that it was like a chocolate covered cherry, like the way people were describing it. It's just a boozy, deep cherry. Performance is not an issue with this. Longevity is amazing on this. I smell it till the next day. Projection and sillage, I'd probably say moderate. Oh, look at my dent. I didn't realise I have a bit of a dent in this. Back to Black by Kilian. This is a beautiful honeyed cherry. Like a very animalic, sticky, sweet, dark, expensive black honey cherry. Oh, I'm getting cinnamon as well. Every time I spray this, I smell cinnamon, and I look at the notes and there's no cinnamon. It's gingerbread I'm smelling. Like spices mixed with sweet. Cherry is definitely one of the main accords that I do smell in this. Like, it's not bright, sweet and girly and cute. Oh, it's called aphrodisiac. That makes sense why I thought this was animalic. This isn't everyone's cup of tea, but this is my cup of tea and coffee, okay? Let's talk about Rouge Smoking by BDK. This was love at first sniff. Oh, I still love this when I sniff it. This kind of gives like a Dr. Pepper kind of vibe, or like a syrupy cherry Coca-Cola. One of my favorite drinks. But anyway, that's beside the point. I don't know what's in here that's giving it that sticky syrupiness. Every time I smell it, it gives off that same vibe. Uber mega sweet. It also has florals in here. It's got orange blossom, which I love. It has violet in the base, one of my favorite floral notes of all time. This isn't a dark sour cherry. This isn't boozy. This is just powdery and sweet. They're one of those scent profiles that I love. Kind of play-doughy almost. My only complaint is I wish it performed a little bit better. I've heard some people say that this thing performs amazing for them. Like, they can't even overspray it. Maybe it's just my skin. Everyone's skin and everyone's experience is different. Rose water and vanilla, no way. It's compared to quite a lot that I love. The cherry is very uplifting, not in like a fruity, cheap way. Like, this smells syrupy. I don't really like talking about discontinued fragrances, but I'm going to anyway. Scandal by Night. I had a 30ml of this and sold it without realising this was discontinued. Now I wish I kept that because I'm savouring every drop of this one. Oh, this brings back so many memories. This was one of my first big girl fragrances as well. This is a classic. Why in the flip-flop did they discontinue this? Why? This does resemble the original Scandal with that sticky, almost beeswaxy honey, but it's sweetened up with that beautiful dark cherry. It also has tuberose. I'm going to spray this discontinued gem, guys. Oh my god! This brought back so many memories. I want to cry. I'm in love. I remember feeling so bougie and so excited to be getting into fragrance. I didn't realise how sentimental this was until like now, and I'm still smelling it. This thing is strong. I don't even have to spray it again. It's so sweet. It's got tonka bean and vanilla, but it has like a lot of depth. It's got patchouli, the sandalwood that grounds it, but the honey in this, like you have to like that very raw animalic kind of honey. However, it's not as animalic and raw as in the original Scandal. This is sweetened up with that cherry and that tuberose. And is there orange blossom in here? Yep. Look guys, I keep it in the little tin can of soup. They don't even do these anymore. They do it like a box. This was like a whole era for me, like this whole tin can thing. Anyway, and the very last one I'm going to talk about, Cherry by the Fire by Dua. So this is supposed to be a hybrid of Lost Cherry and Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. And I got this before Cherry Smoke was released. This really gives like a cherry smoke kind of vibe. I remember when I smelled this and I was like, why doesn't Tom Ford come out with something like this? And what do you know, they did. The only difference is this is a little bit more nutty, like almost chestnutty, not just almondy. This isn't overly sweet. This is another one of those dark, smoky chestnut. I'm literally just trying to describe a fragrance that already exists. I keep forgetting. This is literally a hybrid. Like, why am I trying to say this is a new thing? But merged together, amazing. This is an extract concentration, lasts absolutely ages, extremely cozy. It kind of like goes with the whole vibe I'm going with now with the candle and my little thick knit, just to be cozy and warm. Such an amazing hybrid. I really enjoy this one. That was my little cherry fragrance video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Just trying to have an excuse to flash more cherries at you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please comment down below any cherry fragrances you think I should try. But like I said, I kind of stopped at Terrance Hues, but maybe this will open up a bit of a rabbit hole for me. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys! I actually annoy myself sometimes. It smells like... That was a stingy spray. This is bad girl, bruv. This is amazing. Oh, I need to sneeze. Cherry by the... I'm smelling it from talking to you. Chocolate. It's like Ribena juice. Yeah, this does fall into the... Stop it.